This is the book of Deuteronomy 32 and verse 29, and it reads, "Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end." Jumping on down to Isaiah 47 and 7. "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever," going into Babylon the Great, the whore that sitteth upon many waters, that will be destroyed utterly and be overthrown just as Sodom and Gomorrah was overthrown in the neighboring cities. "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart." The nation that rules Babylon, the nation that is this whore, even Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man and his people and his whole power structure. His whole race of people will be wiped out after 1,000 years of brutal, bitter slavery that they must serve out for what they have done to us and what they have done to the earth. And once the earth is replenished and revived, they, all of them, will perish, will be cut off. It says, "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart," your mind, "neither didst remember the latter end of it." See, the Lord already declared the ending from the beginning and what the price was to be paid for sin, for iniquity, leaving in samples, which are in signs and examples of things that happened before, so that we may learn from the mistakes of the past. But Esau Edom has not learned from his mistakes. So in the end, he will be the only nation, the only neighbor of the Israelites that is not promised mercy from the Heavenly Father. And you read that in the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary of different words, their meanings, the breakdowns, and where you can find them throughout the scriptures. So Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, his people, are not shown mercy and will not be shown mercy by the Heavenly Father. The other nations will be returning to their lands eventually and will be under the rule and guidance of Israel for all time, but Esau Edom will not be so. He will be cast out. He will be chased out of the world. He will be exterminated, eradicated. Okay? That will be his end. Woe unto him. Job 34 and 24. "He shall break in pieces," YAHAWASHI, "mighty men without number." The Lord is going to destroy the armies of the world to let you know that he is power in heaven and in earth. And all the kingdoms of this world shall become the kingdoms of our power and of his anointed. But Esau Edom was yet still go off, still will be wicked and evil in his mind. So at the end, the Lord is going to just remove him. It says, "He shall break in pieces mighty men without number and set others in their stead." Because of injurious practices and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. It's going to be translated from you, Esau Edom, your people, unto the people of God, the saints, even the Israelites. It says, "Therefore he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night." And the night is here at the 11th hour. We're approaching that time where you're at your last stages of your rulership, Esau Edom, because really a new day starts at night, but we're in the night. The Lord's going to overturn you so that a new rule can come up. It says, "So that they are destroyed. He striketh them as wicked men in the open sight of others." Because they are wicked men. They are the wicked. They're being revealed in their time. First consumed by the word, then by the brightness of the Lord's coming. So without further ado, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. YAHAWAH is the name of the Heavenly Father, in whom the world is ignorantly called Jehovah, or Yahweh. And YAHAWASHI is the name of his only begotten Son, in whom the world has ignorantly called Jesus Christ, in whom we do worship. We are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and Seminole Indians, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greetings, giving double honors unto my apostles, my elders, and my teachers at Great Millstone that are ruling well and continue to do so, that taught me and brothers like me this truth, this beautiful truth, beginning with the names of our power and of his anointed. Now these are the two most important things you could ever and will ever know: the name of the Heavenly Father and the name of his only begotten Son, their true and proper names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, our language, the Lashwan Kodash, which means holy tongue, Lashwan meaning tongue, and Kodash meaning holy. Now these be the names that are written. The name of the Heavenly Father is YAHAWAH. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning exists or is or is to be. He is, he exists. He, the existing one, for he is a rewarder of them that diligently seeks him. And in the name of his only begotten Son, who has a name that is above every name, given amongst men here on earth, to the Israelite man first, and also to the believer, consisting of women, children, helps of the prophets, and those that have faith, they will be calling upon that name, even the mighty name, the name YAHAWASHI, Yah meaning he, Hawashai meaning deliverer and savior. For that is exactly what he will come and do for the second time in physical form, yet as an angelic force, for we shall see him as he is, and we shall be like him. Double honors unto our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that are ruling well and continue to do so, that have granted unto us without gimmicks or games or payment, all right, or guilt. They have given us the two most precious gifts we could ever receive: the name of the Heavenly Father and the name of his only begotten Son. And I just explained what the name of the Father means and what the name of his Son means and how you pronounce those names. Call upon those names and you will see the power thereof, and you will receive power. All right, and we give double honors unto our teachers that continue in the ministry as it is written. So for you newcomers, stick with the apostles and elders at Great Millstone and the brothers that you see and hear. We will not guide you wrongfully. We will not do the work of the Lord deceitfully, because we fear YAHAWAH and we look for the reward at the end of this thing. If we suffer with the Lord, we shall also reign with him. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This is the full lesson of "And all shall witness Amalek blotted out and the wicked cut off." Okay? Now this is the book of Isaiah 33:9. The earth mourneth and languisheth at this time. Lebanon, which is north of Israel. Now we're in the north country. That's another indicator of where we're at. The north country, Babylon the Great. Lebanon is ashamed, which is Babylon, and hewn down. The Lord's going to hew this place down. Sharon is like a wilderness. And Bashan, which is the highest point of the mountain, is Mount Bashan. There's a mountain. The government of Babylon is going to be thrown down. And Carmel, another mountain. Shake off their fruits. The tree, you shall know the tree by its fruits. Esau, Edom, ruling from his golden cup, which is Babylon the Great, has only produced wicked, evil fruit. And the Lord is going to cut it off. He's going to curse it, just as he cursed the fig tree that bear no fruit, which the fig tree represented Israel at that time. All those that bear not fruit among the Lord's people will be cut off. And Babylon the Great, that have gone so far in wickedness, that have even reached unto the skies, the Lord's going to cut it off from being a nation. And he will cut off the people that rule it from being a people in time. NLT, the land of Israel wilts in mourning. Lebanon withers with shame. The plains of Sharon is now a wilderness. Bashan and Carmel have been plundered. The Lord is about to do a great work in the earth. He's about to touch everybody, but only save a few, the elect. Verse 10, now will I arise, saith the Lord. Now will I be exalted. Now will I lift up myself. But the Lord YAHAWASHI says, now I will stand up. Now I will show my power and might. The Lord is going to show it with the destruction of Babylon the Great, the beast system, these nations, the decimation of their armies, the eradication of the wicked and ungodly, the shaking of the heavens and the earth, and his establishment of his kingdom ruled by his Son on the earth. As it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth. On earth as it is in heaven. All right? When you say that prayer, you're calling for the conquest, rule, and kingdom of Israel to reign on the earth. That's what you're calling for, whether you know it or not. That's what you're calling for. Okay? The Esau, Edom, you shall soon be erased from existence. Your spirit never goes anywhere, just goes back to the Father. But you as a people will be no longer. You've only done it to yourself. You dummy. You have done it only to yourself. You have done that yourself. All right, let's go to 27. And it reads, Behold, the name of the Lord YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, cometh from far, burning with his anger, and the burden thereof is heavy. Hey, the name of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM is going to be praised when Babylon is destroyed, when Esau Edom as a people is eradicated and decimated. The name of the Father will be rung in the earth, sung in the earth, sang, exalted, praised. It says from the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, the name of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM is to be praised. And it will be praised on the day of your destruction and the day of your eradication. It says, behold the name of the Lord. YAHAWAH BAHASHAM cometh from far, because the Lord's spirit is going to be on those missiles that shall come from far. The weapons of the Lord's indignation. The chariots are going to be rolling and riding in the name of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM. They're coming to do his bidding. The elect, the men that are going to be endowed with power, they're going to be endowed with the anger of the Lord to unleash it on you heathen and ultimately on you Edomites. It says, and the burden thereof is heavy. His lips are full of indignation, righteous anger, and his tongue as a devouring fire. That's the Lord's word, but his word being executed is even more terrible. Look, the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM is coming from far away, burning with anger, surrounded by thick rising smoke. His lips are filled with fury. His words consume like fire. It is a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Let's play this clip.
Really out of the question. You must not leave this house. You must not see anybody or talk to anybody. Anything you do could have serious repercussions on future events. Do you understand?
See, Esau Edom did not consider that what he did would have super repercussions, deadly repercussions on future events.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Marty, have you interacted with anybody else today besides me?
Yeah, well, I might have sort of bumped into my parents.
Great Scott. Let me see that photograph again of your brother. Just as I thought. This proves my theory. Look at your brother.
His head's gone. It's like it's been erased.
Erased from existence.
That's it. Erased from existence. Your ass is going to be erased, Esau Edom. There's nothing you could do to stop it. You will be erased. Okay? The way people are going to know you are even around is going to be in the scrolls, written in the scriptures, that there was a people just as wicked and evil as the Lord has shown you. And that's where they once dwelt. And that's where they once ruled. And look at it, it's a ruinous heap and nothing. Desert creatures dwell there. Generations beyond, people are going to ask, well, what? Well, what really happened? It's going to be written in the scriptures. And it's going to be remembered through our high holy days. It's going to be a new Passover for the destruction of this place. Best believe that. This is Isaiah 42 and 14, the blindness of the people. I have long time holding my peace. See, the Lord, he's a long time holding his peace. When he destroys you, he's going to destroy you. But in the end, at the end of that 1,000 years, that one day, all right, the first dominion, the Lord's going to destroy and devour you at once. It's going to finally be, his word is going to finally come into play where you be eradicated, erased from existence. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. See? The Lord's going to destroy and devour you at once. The Lord ain't holding back anymore. There's no point of it. Why hold back? The Lord's going to show his anger. Let's go to the 6th verse. This is how the Lord shows his judgments on the earth. The last one is going to be what the Lord is going to do to you Edomites, your system, your power structure, and what he's going to do to you as a people in the end. It says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake. That's what we're seeing in our time. Earthquakes in diverse places, storms, tempests, and great noise. That's how this kingdom is going to fall, with the noise and pestilence, with storm and tempests. And this is the point, and the flame of devouring fire. See, our God is a consuming fire. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 42. Well, no, we already went there. Let's go to Isaiah 5:24. We'll get another clip. And Lord's when you brother enjoy that. That's why I based this whole lesson off of. Is this clip. Man, it was wonderful. It reads here, Isaiah 5:24, therefore as the fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the chaff, so their root, Esau, Edom, shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust, because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts. See, because you devils took up our book, our Bible, and you said you were keeping the law. You even said that you were us, you Amalekites, especially you. And you have not kept the law. You have cast it away. Hence, there's a place called Pink City over there in our land, Tel Aviv. The Lord is about to eradicate that place, destroy it. The difference is it will be rebuilt. But Babylon the Great, America, will be destroyed, never to be built back up again. But it will be a dwelling place for desert creatures after the smoke clears, and will be an ensample, an ensign, and an example of what not to do. All right, the forbidden zone. Because they have cast away the law of the Lord, YAHAWASHI of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against his people that are in this land. All right? And even against those that proclaim to be his people. The Lord's anger is against you. And he hath stretched forth his hand against them, and have smitten them, and the hills did tremble. And their carcasses were torn in the midst of the streets. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. Because those of you that are joined hand in hand with the wicked, and you believe the Amalekites are the people, you will be thrust through. Your bodies will lie in the streets. All right, and in the time where Esau, Edom is actually eradicated, our people are going to be all righteous. They're going to be in their right mind. They're going to clap at the destruction of this man. They're gonna rejoice in it. Let's go to the book of Isaiah 9:18. And it reads, for wickedness burneth as the fire. It shall devour the briars and thorns, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest. And they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. It says this wickedness is like a brush fire. It burns not only briars and thorns, but also sets the forest ablaze. Its burning sends up clouds of smoke. Through the wrath of the Lord YAHAWASHI of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel for the fire. No man shall spare his brother. Because in the midst of a Babylon about to be destroyed, is going to be in the midst of civil war and death and bloodshed and chaos. But the Lord is going to darken the land by the chariot that he's going to spread over this place. Then this place is going to be darkened by the smoke. And you people shall be the fuel for the fire. How much more you Edomites? You will be burned in the end of it all. So the land will be blackened by the fury of the Lord YAHAWASHI of heaven's armies. The people will be fuel for the fire, and no one will spare even his own brother. All right? The Lord is going to put that in the minds of you people. Hey, we're not going to spare you, our brother, Esau, Edom, in the end. We're going to destroy you because you're not our brother. You've broken the brotherly covenant, and the Lord is going to destroy you for all you have done. Okay? Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 32 and 42. And we're going to get that clip. And it reads, I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword, which is the missiles, and also the lasers from the ships. I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword will devour flesh, the blood of the slaughtered, and the captives, and the heads of the enemy's leaders. The Lord's going to take you out. Okay? Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. See? Rejoice with him, you heavens, and let all YAHAWAH's angels worship him. Rejoice with his people, you nations, and let all the angels be strengthened in him. For he will avenge the blood of his servants. He will take revenge against his enemies. He will repay those who hate him and cleanse the land for his people. See that? We're going to jump to Job, but I'm going to get this clip. Bear with me, brothers. Job 18:13. And then we're going to jump right into that clip. Probably play it a couple of times. Okay, Job 18:13. And it reads, it shall devour the strength of his skin. Talking about Esau, Edom. What shall devour his strength? The judgment, the missiles, the fire. It shall devour the strength of his skin. Even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. The firstborn of death was YAHAWASHI. He rose from the dead. He's going to devour you. He's going to see you melt and be destroyed. All right, so bear with me, brothers. Bear with me. All right, Shalawam, Akim. I'm back. Let's read up top in Job 34. And it reads, Job 34 and 23. For he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with YAHAWAH. He shall break in pieces mighty men without number, and set others in their stead, which is the righteous. Therefore he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night, so that they are destroyed. He striketh them as wicked men in the open sight of others. Rebuke before all, so that others may fear. The Lord is going to destroy this nation, so that all the other nations will know for all time not to go against the Father and his Son and his people and his power and his might. Because look what happened to us for disobeying. What shall happen unto you? Look what will happen to the wicked. By the rules laid forth. Now you're going to rules as precepts. And we're going to bring out the scrolls when this damn devil Esau Edom is destroyed, so that the nations will know and all will know. This is why he will be eradicated. This is why this people alone will be eradicated, because of what they've done. It says, because they turned back from him and would not consider any of his ways, so that they caused the cry of the poor to come unto him, as us crying unto our Lord, to save us from the heathen and from our deadly enemy. And he heareth the cry of the afflicted. When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. See, the Lord's going to do this against a nation. He did it against a man who became a nation. Esau is Edom. That the hypocrite reign not, Esau, Edom, lest the people be ensnared. And we're in that time now. People are ensnared, but not the elect. Surely it is meet, which is good, to be said unto YAHAWAH, I have borne chastisement. I will not offend anymore. That's what we say as the righteous. We have a conscience. Esau, Edom, he just keeps going. He doesn't stop. The Lord is not in all his thoughts. But then when in the end, when the Lord is about to eradicate his ass, then he going to want to cry out. But there, though he sought it carefully with tears, there is no repentance for Esau, Edom. That is written. That which I see not teach thou me. Even the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. The rich man died, and he said, hey, please, Father Abraham, let me go back and tell my brethren about this terrible place. But Abraham was like, nah, hold on. In your life, you was living good. But Lazarus, he suffered evil things. And your brothers, they have Moses and the prophets. Let them hear them. No, let me go back. Please. And Abraham was like, hey, man, they have Moses and the prophets. And if they will not hear them, neither will they believe a man if he rose from the dead. And who rose from the dead? YAHAWASHI. They're not hearing the Lord. The Lord is not in all their thoughts, so they're going to be destroyed anyway. They're on the high road, highway to hell, to the grave, to death, to destruction. There's nothing that can stop this. Should it be according to thy mind? That's the question. It says Esau, Edom, who will want that? Who will want to be eradicated and exterminated as a people? Nobody. But Esau, Edom tried to do that against all other peoples, but especially against the people of the Lord. So the Lord is like, all right, He took the wise in their own craftiness. He's like, but no, your people and you yourself will be eradicated and exterminated and destroyed. And who the hell is going to be able to stop the Lord from that decree? No one. So should it be according to thy mind? He will recompense it, which means pay it back, whether thou refuse or whether thou choose. And not I, therefore speak thou, or speak what thou knowest. And we're telling you what we know. We're only telling you what we have seen and what we have heard. You may not believe it, but hey, the Lord's going to work a work in his days, which many will not believe, though it be told you. Your eradication. That's what many will not believe, but it will happen. So let men of understanding tell me, hey, the men of the Lord have told you time and time again, but yet you still rebel. And let a wise man hearken unto me. But you're not wise, Esau, Edom, you're foolish, a foolish people at that. We're going to jump up out of there, play this clip. Shalawam. But before we do, let me get the scripture lined up. All right, Psalm 21 and 9. Play this clip.
By the rules laid forth, Universe 9 of the cosmos will be obliterated at once. Francino! No! Bye-bye! They just vanished. Hey, Whis, what happened to the ninth universe itself? It's as they said. It's all just been erased. Absolutely everything and everyone is gone, my lord. They did it. They actually wiped out an entire universe.
Woo! Man, that was wonderful, man. And I'm going to play it back. But you see how he was looking at Goku? Goku was kind of looking mad like, oh, shit, they really did it. Even my man Beerus was like, they did it. They really did it. They actually wiped out a whole universe. The Lord's going to wipe out a whole people. And many ain't going to believe it, even though they just seen it. Like, they just vanished. Oh. But just like how my man that was up there floating, he was just looking at him. He's smiling. He's like, yeah, you goddamn right it happened. What the hell you going to do about it? You could be mad all goddamn day. That doesn't mean anything. That's the power of the Lord. This Psalm 21 and 9. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord YAHAWASHI shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. That is going into the nuclear destruction, the nuclear holocaust. But at the end of that 1,000-year period, that one day, Esau, Edom as a people will be burned, eradicated, erased by the people of the Lord. Because the anger and fury of the Lord is going to be within his people. The Lord is going to show you his anger by the hands of his people, Israel. Okay? It says, their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth. Woo! And their seed from among the children of men. Woo! For they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device, which they are not able to perform going into their MOTB, their digital system, their madness. But they really intended to destroy the Lord's people, his heritage, and even try to fight against him. So the Lord's going to take your ass out. You through. You're going to be destroyed. Your fruit is going to be destroyed from the earth. Your seed is going to be cut off from among the children of men. Therefore shalt thou make them turn their back when thou shalt make ready thine arrows upon thy strings against the face of them, going into the missiles. But don't forget about that 1,000-year period that you're going to have to serve. And at the end of that, you as a people will be erased. Be thou exalted, Lord. Because after you are eradicated, oh, best believe there's going to be shouting. Be thou exalted, Lord, YAHAWASHI, in thine own strength. So will we sing and praise thy power. How much more when Esau, Edom is eradicated? Okay, shouting. Let me get that. Shouting, boom. I'll get that. I'm going to play it back. There's shouting. Proverbs. Where we at? Yep. When it goeth well with the righteous, that's going to be a wonderful day when Esau, Edom is eradicated as a people. Man, woman, child, everything. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth. Oh man, imagine Jerusalem in an uproar on that day when Esau, Edom is marched to his end. It's going to be wonderful. The nation's going to see it. Everybody's going to behold it. And when the wicked perish, There is shouting. People going to rejoice and shout and scream. Man, call Ayimla Yabashimashai. All right, let's go to the book of Amos real quick. Amos 1 and 12. And it reads, but I will send a fire upon Teman, the Germans, all right, which is another tribe of Edom, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Basra was the ancient capital city of Edom. Wherever Esau, Edom is, his cities are going to be wiped out, wasted. The men, the nephews, the sons, the women, everybody is going to be wiped out, destroyed, put down, eradicated, cut off. Okay? But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Bozrah. All your places of living will be destroyed and devoured. First by the nuclear holocaust at the end of World War III, when the Lord shoots his arrows at you, coming from a far country. But then at the end of your sentence, you as a people will be destroyed by fire, by the rules laid forth, written in the scrolls. I gotta get Obadiah. If we gonna end it on anything, let's end it on that. Obadiah, which I'm not even done yet, but this time might go out. But this is Obadiah 1 and 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, going into the two kingdoms. Jacob representing the southern kingdom, and Joseph representing the northern kingdom. And the house of Esau, you self-proclaimed white people, all of you, whether you call yourself ugly ass Russian or German, French, wherever the hell, English, American, you're all going down. JOO-ish. You're all going down. It says, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Lord YAHAWASHI have spoken it.
Rules laid forth. Universe 9 of the cosmos will be obliterated at once.
No!
Hey, man, y'all gonna say no. Y'all gonna scream out to the Lord to not destroy your ass by the hands of his people. But you gonna have our children in the crowd, gonna have a newborn, the women, all the men, they gonna be just looking at you, just like the man was floating above Goku and was looking at him like, yeah, bro, it happened. Smiling. All right? But you just gonna have the babies gonna say, bye-bye. You gonna have our babies laughing at your ass when you go to your destruction.
They just vanished. Hey, Whis, what happened to the ninth universe itself? It's as they said. It's all just been erased. Absolutely everything and everyone is gone, my lord. They did it. They actually wiped out an entire universe.
Beautiful. By the rules laid forth. He's like, they did it. They actually did it. That's what they gonna know. YAHAWASHI did it. Israel, they did it. They actually did it. They wiped out a whole people, as it is written. You see? Come on, man. What did you expect? Right? Did you expect anything less? Nothing less than death will do. All right? People looking at all this road. It's already written. It's done. Be quiet. Sit down. Go over there. This is Ezekiel 15 and 7. I will set my face against them. They shall go out from one fire, and another fire shall devour them. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, YAHAWASHI, when I set my face against them. Man, and I will make the land desolate, because they have committed a trespass, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Power. You see that? You're going to go from one fire to another. From the nuclear fire to a fire that we can't even grasp as yet, because we're going to be a people of spiritual power at the time your ass is eradicated, Esau. So, hey, shoot, you're going to be just as surprised as we are when we finally take your ass out. And everybody going to be shocked that they did it. They actually did it. Okay? Yeah. Nahum 3 and 15. There shall There shall the fire devour thee, the sword shall cut thee off, it shall eat thee up like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the cankerworm, make thyself many as the locusts. You see that? Fire is going to eat you up, devour thee, the sword shall cut thee off. That's going to be the judgment. You did it only to yourself, Esau, Edom. You've done it only to yourself. You're the one to blame. It says, this is Zechariah 12:6. In that day will I make the governors of Judah like an hearth of fire among the wood, and like a torch of fire in the sheaf, and they shall devour all the people round about, on the right hand and on the left, and Jerusalem shall be inhabited again in her own place, even in Jerusalem. You see that? Lord's already, we read it in Obadiah, we're going to be made a flame of fire, okay? But it said the governors, the leaders of Israel, man, it's going to be a wonderful day by the rules laid forth. Esau, Edom, will be obliterated at once. Just as the Lord said he's going to destroy and devour at once, he have long time holding his peace. Let's get Ezekiel real quick. Probably ended on that, Ezekiel 25 and, where we at? 25:14. And it reads, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord YAHAWAH by Shemashai, power. And that's the end of it. Is it not the end of it? Let's go to Numbers. It's 25 and, no, it's 24. 24 and 20. And it reads, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek, which is the JOOs, was the first of the nations to attack us. They're the first of the nations in this world, but they're going to be the last in our world. But his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Sit. You out of there. You out of there, baby. Do. Out of there, baby. You out of there, man. You done. You're out of there. And there's nothing nobody can do to stop it. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Who the hell are y'all to say anything against us? It says, for the Lord, this is Ecclesiasticus 35:18, for the Lord YAHAWAH by Shemashai will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, Esau, Edom, the heathen, the wicked, till he have smitten in sunder the loins of the unmerciful. Esau, Edom have been unmerciful, so no mercy shall be shown, and repaid vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud, Esau, Edom, and broken the scepter of the unrighteous, their rule in the earth, till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds, and to the works of man according to their devices, till he have judged the cause of his people, and made them to rejoice in his mercy. Woo! See, mercy is shown to us, but not to you, Esau, Edom. Mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as the clouds of rain in the time of drought. But you're going to be the forbidden zone. Ain't no mercy going to be shown you. You through. You're going to be done. You're done. You hear me? Done. All right? You are through. People want to ask us why we so, mad. Hey, we have the right to be. We have the right to be. Deuteronomy 25:19. Therefore, it shall be, when the Lord YAHAWAH by Shemashai thy power have given thee rest from all thine enemies round about, talking to Israel, in the land which the Lord YAHAWAH by Shemashai thy power giveth thee, our land, for an inheritance, to possess it, the holy land, the land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. Whew. That's it. That's it. Okay. So many scriptures, so little time. Okay. Let's go to 29 and 20. And it reads, the Lord YAHAWAH by Shemashai will not spare him, but then the anger of the Lord YAHAWAH by Shemashai and his jealousy shall smoke against that man, and all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him, and the Lord YAHAWAH by Shemashai shall blot out his name from under heaven. Are you Edomites, you've done this only to yourself. The Lord is jealous over his land, over his people, over everything you've done. Okay? These curses are going to fall upon our enemies. When you're eradicated, you're going to be under the curses heavy. And your ass is going to be taken out by the rules laid forth. Okay? We're going to execute the judgment as it is written in our law, in the book. Okay? Let's go to the book of Isaiah. A few more scriptures. Book of Isaiah. I'm trying to get these real quick and fast. Isaiah 60 and 12. It reads, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. That's Esau Edom. The nigga ain't never going to get right. So he's going to perish as a people. All right, you don't want to be here? You don't want to be under Israel? All right, be eradicated then. Don't live in this new world. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Sit. Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, let's go there. Ended here. Wisdom of Solomon 12:12. And it reads, for who shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? Or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish, whom thou made? Or who shall come to stand against thee, to be revenged for the unrighteous men? For neither is there any power but thou that careth for all, to whom thou mightest show that thy judgment is not unright. Neither shall king or tyrant be able to set his face against thee for any whom thou hast punished. Okay? For so much then as thou art righteous thyself, thou orderest all things righteously, thinking it not agreeable with thy power to condemn him that have not deserved to be punished. Come on now. That's where it ends. It's over now. It is over now. Okay, let's go to 27. It says, therefore unto them as to children without the use of reason, thou didst send a judgment to mock them. But they that would not be reformed by that correction, okay, going into the Egyptians ultimately, but Esau Edom ain't going to be really corrected after 1,000 years. It's just going to be the judgment. It's going to be the balance exuded, wherein he dallied with them, shall feel a judgment worthy of Yahawah. BAHASHAM, you're going to feel a judgment worthy of power. For look, for what things they grudged when they were punished, that is, for them whom they thought to be gods. In your time, when you were ruling, you thought your idols was something. But no, the one true power and his son and his people were the ultimate power in the universe, not you. All right, you're going to know YAHAWASHI in that day. You're going to cry out, no, but you're going to be destroyed. They acknowledged him to be the true power. Hey, in the end, you will. It says, now being punished in them, when they saw it, they acknowledged him to be the true power, YAHAWASHI, whom before they denied to know, and therefore came extreme damnation upon them. Let's play this out.
Rules laid forth, Universe 9 of the cosmos will be obliterated at once.
Run, Sinnoh! No! Bye-bye!
They just vanished. Hey, Whis, what happened to the ninth universe itself? It says they said. It's all just been erased. Absolutely everything and everyone is gone, my lord. They did it. They actually wiped out an entire universe.
Man, I love that part. Just as they said, my lord, everyone and everything has been erased. Let me play a part again. They did it, you know? I love that part.
Hey, Whis, what happened to the ninth universe itself? It says they said. It's all just been erased. Absolutely everything and everyone is gone, my lord. They did it. They actually wiped out an entire universe.
And we're going to get that look just like that to all the heathen. We're going to be floating up there just like that. Looking at the heathen, they're going to be surprised and shocked, and children are going to be crying. And we're going to look at them just like that. Like, yep, you goddamn right. It happened. Nothing you could do about it. Move on. Move along. So, hey, with that, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for whom we do function. Double honors unto my apostles, my elders, and my teachers at Great Millstone that are ruling well and continue to do so. Salutations, peace, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, that house of David. To you brothers out there fighting this good fight of faith, keep it up. To you sisters doing that which is becoming of women, Shalawam. And to those that are addicted unto this ministry, I say, Shalawam. On to the next one. Double honors unto my apostles and elders once again for this beautiful truth and for the names of our power and his anointed. For the kingdoms of this world have become the kingdoms of our power and of his anointed. Shalawam.
By the rules laid forth, Universe 9 of the cosmos will be obliterated at once.
Francino! No! Bye-bye!
They just vanished. Hey, Whis, what happened to the ninth universe itself?
It says they said. It's all just been erased. Absolutely everything and everyone is gone, my lord.
They did it. They actually wiped out an entire universe.